Did you know that football once helped to stop a war in Africa? Football, or soccer, if you prefer the American name, is the world's most popular sport by a huge margin. With over 3.5 billion fans globally, the sport transcends borders, cultures, and even gender, because it has a significant following among women. Football is played and watched on every continent, including in Africa, where it is deeply embedded in the cultural identity of many nations, often transcending mere entertainment. Africans are united across borders, languages, tribes, religions, and social classes through football. From the dusty streets of rural villages to packed stadiums in bustling cities, football brings Africans together in ways few other things can. In 2002, Ivory Coast experienced its first ever civil war. The civil war begun with a military rebellion, which saw the president, Laurent Gbagbo, and his forces pitted against a domestic insurgency led by the new forces of Ivory Coast. The conflict gained a lot of attention from the international community of nations, including the United Nations. France, who had colonized the country before its independence, sent troops to intervene, which led to bloody clashes between French and Ivorian troops. The French troops had little success, as apart from the clashes with native troops, they were met with multiple protests from the Ivorian people, who did not appreciate the interference from their former colonial masters. The conflict is estimated to have killed around 1,600 people and displaced 750,000 people. In 2005, 3 years after the war had begun, Ivory Coast was playing in the World Cup qualifiers, which, if successful, would see the country play in the 2006 World Cup games hosted by Germany. The captain of the team, Chelsea Football Club's Didier DROGBA, would lead the team to top its qualifiers group, seeing the country qualify for the World Cup for the first time in its history. During this historic moment and amidst all the celebrations, DROGBA publicly pleaded for an end to the conflict and urged the warring factions to lay down their arms. The message was played on national television stations and on the radio for months. It became a unifying and emotional message for the nation. DROGBA also famously requested that a crucial match be played in the rebel stronghold of Bouaké, a request that was granted. After Ivory Coast defeated Madagascar in a 5-0 blowout, DROGBA and his teammates fell on their knees and pleaded with the rebels to lay down their arms, which they did.
Ivoiriens, Ivoiriennes, du nord et du sud, du centre à l'ouest. Vous avez vu, on vous a prouvé aujourd'hui que toute la Côte d'Ivoire peut cohabiter, peut jouer ensemble pour un même objectif, se qualifier pour le mondial. Vous nous avez promis que cette fête allait rassembler le peuple. Aujourd'hui, on vous demande, s'il vous plaît, on se met à genoux. Pardonnez. 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 Le seul pays de l'Afrique qui a toutes ses richesses ne peut pas sombrer dans la guerre comme ça. S'il vous plaît, déposez tous les armes. Faites les élections, organisez les élections et tout ira du mieux. On veut s'amuser.
The football legend's actions, combined with other efforts, contributed to bringing the two warring factions to the negotiation table. In 2007, the Ouagadougou Peace Agreement was officially signed, bringing peace and reunification of the country. The peace agreement officially ended the war and allowed for preparations toward the 2010 presidential elections. While some tensions still remained, armed conflicts subsided significantly after 2007. DROGBA's story proves that celebrities, whether they are actors, musicians, athletes, or influencers, can use their influence and popularity to inspire, inform, and drive positive social change. The people of Ivory Coast will forever be grateful to Didier DROGBA.